안녕하세요, 광선스 클래스입니다. 오늘은 Chapter 10, Home Before Dark 한번 해볼까요? Jack heard a bird singing. He opened his eyes. He was still pointing at the picture of the frog with creek ooze. He peeked out the treehouse window. Outside, he saw the exact same view as the picture in the book. "We're home," whispered Annie. The woods were lit with a golden late afternoon light. The sun was about to set. No time had passed since they left Frog Creek. "Jack! Annie!" A voice called from the distance. "That's Mom," said Annie. Jack saw their mother far away. She was standing in front of their house. She looked tiny. "Annie! Jack!" she called. Annie stuck her head out of the window and shouted, "Coming!" Jack still felt dazed. He just stared at Annie. "What happened to us?" he said. "We took a trip in a magic tree house," said Annie simply. "But it's the same time as when we left," said Jack. Annie shrugged. "How did it take us so far away?" said Jack. "And so long ago. You looked at the picture in a book and said you wished we could go there," said Annie. "And the magic tree house took us there." "But how?" said Jack. "And who built this magic tree house? Who put all these books here?" "A magic person, I guess," said Annie. "Oh, look," said Jack. "I almost forgot about this." Jack reached into his pocket and pulled out the gold medallion. "Someone lost this back there," he said, "in Dinosaur Land. Look, there's a letter M on it." And his eyes got rounded. "You think M stands for magic person?" she asked. "I don't know," said Jack. "I just know someone went to that place before us." "Jack! Annie!" their mom called again. "Coming!" Annie shouted again. Jack put the gold medallion back in his pocket. He pulled the dinosaur book out of his pack and put it back with all the other books. Then he and Annie took one last look around the treehouse. "Goodbye, house," whispered Annie. Jack slung his backpack over his shoulders. Annie started down the rope ladder. Jack followed. Seconds later, they hopped onto the ground and started walking out of the woods. "No one's going to believe our story," said Jack. "So let's not tell anyone," said Annie. "Dad won't believe it," said Jack. "He will say it was a dream," said Annie. "Mom won't believe it," said Jack. "She will say it was pretend." "My teacher won't believe it," said Jack. "She will say you're nuts," said Annie. "You'd better not tell anyone," said Jack. "I always said that," said Annie. Jack sighed. "I think I'm starting not to believe it myself," he said. They left the woods and started up the road toward their house. As they walked past all the houses on their street, the trip to Dinosaur Time did seem more and more like a dream. Only this world and this time seemed real. Joe reached into his pocket. He clasped the gold medallion. He felt the engraving of the letter M. It made his fingers tingle. Joe laughed. Suddenly, he felt very happy. He couldn't explain what had happened today, but he knew for sure that their trip in the magic tree house had been real. Absolutely real. "Tomorrow," Jack said softly, "we'll go back to the woods." "Of course," said Annie. "And we'll climb up to the treehouse," said Jack. Of course, said Annie. And we'll see what happens next, said Jack. Of course, said Annie. Raise you. And they took off together, running for home. 자, 이렇게 해서 1권이 끝납니다. 간단하게 어떤 내용인지 한번 볼까요? 매직 트리어스가 집으로 오죠. I wish we could go home 해서 나는 바랍니다. 우리가 갈 수 있기를 집으로. 그래서 집으로 뺑글뺑글 돌아서 이제 옵니다. 시간 여행을 하고 온 거죠. 눈을 떠보니까 we are home. 우리 집에 있네. 하고서 no time had passed. 시간이 지나지 않았어. Since 언제 이후로 they'd left for creek. 예, 그들이 떠났을 때 for creek 이 마을을 떠났을 때랑 시간이 변하지 않았다는 겁니다. 집이 보이네요. 엄마는 이렇게 작게 보입니다. 이제 밥 먹어라 얘들아 어딨니? 제이, 애니 이렇게 찾죠. 들어와야지 이제 이러는 거죠. 그래서 갑니다. coming 이렇게 했죠. 그래서 가만히 보니까 이게 뭐지? 매직 트리 하우스는 누가 만들었지? 거기 있는 책들은 다 누가 갖다 놨지? 그리고 이 letter M 그 동그란 메달에 있는 그 M자는 뭘 뜻하지? 이러면서 궁금해하죠. 야 이거 말했다가는 다 믿지 않을걸? Dad won't believe it. 아빠는 그거 믿지 않을 거야. 엄마는 믿지 않을 거야. 선생님은 믿지 않을 거야. 이러죠. 그래서 그냥 we'd better not tell anyone. 우리는 뭐 하는 게 좋겠어. 말하지 않는 게 좋겠어. 더 이상. 그치? 비밀로 하자. 이런 거죠. 누가 믿겠냐. 그러고서 이제 집으로 막 달려갑니다. 그러면서 tomorrow 내일 Jack said softly 아주 부드럽게 소곤대면서 말합니다. We'll go back to the woods. 우리는 갈 겁니다. 다시 어디를 향해서? To the woods. 숲을 향해서. Of course가 3번 나와요. Of course. Of course 3번. 그쵸? 재밌겠네요. 이렇게 발걸음이 정말 가볍고 신나고 행복할 것 같아요. 뭔가 이루어질 것 같아 라는 기대감 때문이죠. 다음에 또 만나요. 1권 Dinosaurs Before Dark 였습니다. 여러분 다음에 또 만나요. 안녕.